HNT's essentially decently intraday volume sort of all things considered remains at $10,280,741, which especially is genuinely huge. Helium's EMA10 sort of shows a vertical pattern, which in every practical sense is genuinely huge. Helium in a real sense truly has a medium-term obstruction at $5.02 in an unobtrusive manner, which is genuinely critical. As far as HNT support floor, it fundamentally is currently $4.27 in a really significant manner. 16 January 2024, in this video we will truly walk you through Helium cost examination for now or for fundamentally 1 week from now, and by and large attempt to answer these oftentimes basically sought clarification on pressing issues, facts. What certainly in a real sense is for the most part momentary cost expectation for Helium, especially is HNT and especially by and large wise speculation, truly in opposition to prevalent thinking. Helium support and opposition levels and so on, fundamentally essentially in spite of prevalent thinking, in spite of mainstream thinking. Be that as it may, prior to jumping kind of profound into the HNT specialized investigation, in a real sense, let us sort of discuss the ongoing economic situations, which for the most part is very critical. Market examination over the really very last 24 hours, there fundamentally especially was a ruin of 1.84%, bringing the very whole digital money market to $1,701,864,434,951 in a quite large manner. The very absolute exchanging volume by and large stands at $57,212,190,209, which for the most part is very critical. Bitcoin shares 49.85% of the entry market, while Ethereum in every practical sense has a predominance of 16.33% in an all things considered huge way. Which actually certainly brought about Bitcoin's value ascending to $43,266.13 level after a vertical development of 0.61%, showing how HNT's sort of intraday volume most certainly basically remains at $10,280,741, or so they sort of basically thought. Various elective cryptographic forms of money, as Ethereum explicitly has seen a cost increment of 1.99%, coming to $2,583.59 during the past 24 hours, or so they for the most part thought, kind of in spite of prevalent thinking. While distributing this blog, BNB exchanged at $315.76, following a value change of 0.55% within a similar time period, certainly further appearance how market examination over the in every way that really matters, last 24 hours, there in a real sense was a ruin of 1.84%. Bringing the kind of most certainly whole cryptographic money market to $1,701,864,434,951 in an unpretentious manner. Sol, the kind of local coin of Solana for the most part, is up by 0.98 and right now exchanging at $96.95. Which certainly shows that while distributing this blog, BNB exchanged at $315.76, following a value change of 0.55% within a similar time period. Extremely further appearance how market examination over the fundamentally last 24 hours, there basically was a destruction of 1.84%. Bringing the exceptionally whole cryptographic money market to $1,701,864,434,951 in an essentially quite enormous manner. Moreover, XRP came to 58 cents subsequent to seeing a decay of 0.47% in esteem, truly in every practical sense, in opposition to mainstream thinking. These occasions sort of demonstrate that the market especially is going in a very especially descending heading for commonly genuinely momentary in an essentially really significant manner, or so they sort of thought. Right now, a by and large broad truly bad plunge can being seen all through the crypto market in an exceptionally huge manner. Helium backing and obstruction backing and opposition are significant specialized pointers used to especially distinguish commonly key cost levels where the pattern can head in a different path, exhibiting how as of now. An especially broad certainly bad plunge can being seen all through the crypto market in a for the most part in every way that really matters, large way. Support for the most part is a level at which purchasers basically really become fundamentally a whole lot more sort of truly dynamic and explicitly prevent the coin's cost from falling any in every practical sense, further in a kind of sort of significant manner. Similarly, opposition generally is a level at which merchants sort of become move especially dynamic and especially prevent the coin's cost from moving higher, which in a real sense is very huge. Following especially really are the help and obstruction levels of helium, HNT, helium execution. The essentially everyday diagram of helium sort of shows that the HNT cost especially has generally in every practical sense flooded up with a 1.92% expansion in extremely beyond 24 hours. Showing how which fundamentally brought about Bitcoin's value ascending to $43,266.13 level after a vertical development of 0.61%, showing how HNT's decently intraday volume essentially truly remains at $10,280,741, which sort of is genuinely critical in spite of mainstream thinking. The value worth of the Helium, HNT, coin explicitly generally is remaining at $7.42, with market capitalization $1,188,015,223 United States dollars in an essentially enormous manner, which is very critical. HNT cost changes 16.02% throughout the week, while the exchanging volume explicitly most certainly is floating around $10,280,741 United States dollars incredibly in an unpretentious manner. Helium Value Examination HNT Cost Investigation for 16 January 2024, inside a pretty day-to-day time period fundamentally made sense of beneath, exhibiting how support in every practical sense is a level at which purchasers basically become considerably more especially sort of dynamic and actually explicitly prevent the coin's cost from falling any further, or so they basically thought. We utilize pretty relative strength INDEX RSI, moving commonly normal union and disparity, MACD, backing levels, opposition levels, different time span, moving midpoints, including especially sort of straightforward moving reasonably really normal, SMA, and remarkable moving exceptionally normal, EMA, to essentially by and large dissect the future development of the helium. Which explicitly shows that these occasions sort of especially demonstrate that the market certainly is going in a pretty most certainly descending, heading for kind of in every practical sense, present moment, which for the most part is very huge. While HNT's Williams %R pointer basically is at 69.632 for the 14-day time span, demonstrating a nonpartisan condition. A exchange, especially signal basically in a real sense, is somewhat conceivable at this reach in a very significant manner. The MACD line generally is remaining underneath of the kind of sine line after a hybrid, which for the most part shows that the MACD line basically is remaining beneath of the essentially signal line after a hybrid, which explicitly truly is very huge. Helium financial backers need to by and large generally sit tight for any directional change over the day-to-day outline, showing how Helium Value Examination HNT Cost Investigation for 16 January 2024, inside a genuinely everyday time span, especially really made sense of underneath.